Thank you. You are far too kind. Welcome to Poppin' Tech. I'm your host, Courtney Rawls, and we got a great show for you today. As we walk off from 2022 into 2023 and venture off in the unknown, we take a look back at some of our funniest moments on TikTok.
It's cold. A big open knobs. It has to do.
Yes, it is Corn. This 7-year-old sensation took the world by storm with his viral video about his strong love for corn. Tariq, aka the Corn Kid, has enjoyed success on a variety of levels, including becoming a Green Giant ambassador for, you guessed it, corn. Wait, what is this?
Y'all want to watch a 3-year-old get mad?
3-year-old? What you going to do?
Avery!
Avery,
You like my shoes?
take off that baby shoes. Oh. All right, we will end our TikToks with a short animal highlight. Roll it. Oh, I see you. Oh, my God. Oh, my. Stop the violence. All right, that's enough of that. Let's go to pop news. Is it me or did 2022 speed by us all? 2020 is officially 3 years ago, and what a time it was. Too much to talk about and sadly to relive. But just a couple of highlights from 2022. Russia decided to invade Ukraine. Will Smith had to slap her across the world, and Elon Musk, the king of electric vehicles, purchased Twitter. But let's get into some more controversial news. Warner Brothers, DC. After making himself a household name following the success of Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy, James Gunn took his talents to DC to help bring a sequel to life called The Suicide Squad. The film grossed a total of $168 million against a production budget of $185 million. COVID may have had something to do with that, but the film boasted an approval rating of 90% on Rotten Tomatoes for its funny, fast-paced behavior. Well, let's say Warner Brothers really liked what James did because they made him the new co-CEO and co-chairman of DC Studios. As one half of the new leadership team, James will oversee production on films, television, and animation under the DC label. James, thank you so much for joining us today on this very last minute interview. I just want to let you know that I'm a fan of your work and all that you've done for Marvel so far. And I just want to know, how is it, working around so much talent and superheroes?
At least poke him and sneak up behind him. But yeah, he doesn't always, he's not the best fighter in the world, but yeah, he gets a chance to do some action for sure.
The fan favorite and probably the best Superman since the great Christopher Reeves. I'm sorry, Dean. Henry Cavill was advised he will not be returning to him the Superman costume for the DC universe. Fans were not too happy about this.
We should talk.
After years of development and production, Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam was also given the boot. Will DC ever truly compare with Marvel if there are constantly so many shakeups and character changes? Come on! 2022 was a great year for film and television, or should I say streaming. Is it me or are we playing a game of roulette with which app to use for the weekly NFL game? Speaking of apps, Peacock, a new streaming service, released a reimagination of the cult classic Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, entitled Bel-Air, which features a more darker, dramatic tone for the Fresh Prince. The series was developed by Morgan Cooper, who shot a concept trailer for the show, and after going viral on YouTube, caught the attention of none other than Will Smith, and the rest is history.
I haven't been this hyped for something in a long time. This has been 2.5 years in the making.
Oh, yeah.
And we're here tonight. Premiere, Bel-Air, Jabari Banks. Woo!
Stranger Things released its long-awaited season 4. Boy, have those kids grown. I love the callback to Carrie as well. Got a little Stephen Kingish for a moment. Spoiler alert, its last and final season 5 is slated to begin filming this year, 2023. After being on TV for 12 years, AMC's hit show The Walking Dead released its final episode, but with hopes of a bright future, as we saw the return of Andrew Lincoln's Rick Grimes, which will lead to a spin-off featuring his departure and where he's been all this time. Also, several other pivotal characters will be acquiring their own show as well. I'm excited to see the new worlds that will come of this, but honestly, we got to put Andrew Lincoln in the conversation of grace when it comes to acting. That guy's good. It was a great year for box office and cinema. But overall, Top Gun Maverick scorched the cinema stage, a direct sequel of the 80s cult classic Top Gun. It took 8 years of development, 2 years of production, maybe 2 directors, and 5 pandemic-related delays to create this masterpiece.
We worked with the Navy and the Top Gun school to formulate how to shoot it practically. Because if we're going to do it, we're going to fly in the F-18s.
The aviation sequences had to be real. So our actors went through 3 months of grueling training.
The Navy says if you eject, you have to be able to survive in the water. So we had to go through that challenging underwater program.
It's intense. You're flipped inverted and you're having to try and get out.
Black Panther: Wakanda Forever follows the tragic loss of Chadwick Boseman's character, but leaves hope for the future. Spoiler alert! The film broke the Hunger Games Catching Fire record for the highest weekend debut in November and topped the box office for 5 consecutive weekends. And what other way to end the year with James Cameron's sequel to Avatar, which the mastermind has been planning for over a decade and apparently already shooting the sequels. All right, enough of pop news. Let's talk about technology. AI making its presence known with the success of the app Lensa, the AI-powered selfie app that went viral. I admit, I had to test out this app myself. Pretty cool stuff, huh?
And the basic premise is you pay a few bucks and you upload a bunch of real photos of your face. Give it a few minutes and the black box of AI inside will spit out a bunch of cool avatar characters that look like you in a bunch of different situations and as a bunch of different characters, some of them much better than others.
Experts say augmented intelligence is in the future, replacing certain jobs and decision-making scenarios. The metaverse and VR headsets are still going full speed. Will society become too reliant on technology? And will the machine eventually turn on its master? Seen that movie before. Powered exoskeletons for the military, and some jobs are becoming more and more prevalent. Do you own a drone? These FPV goggles allow you to fly first person with your drone. Talking about an experience, just don't crash, huh? I've been there before. We talked about the Ray-Ban glasses on the last Poppin' Tech, but check out these NR Real Air AR glasses. They look pretty cool, huh? I like the black. I'm wondering how the sound works though. Well, kids, I hope you are enjoying this new year and you are knocking out those New Year resolutions. Until next time, here's to another Poppin' Tech.